Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much anticipated main event. 12 rounds in the heavyweight division between these two great warriors.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one. Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, that he who has more power wins. But in a way, is it as simple as saying he who has more fundamentals wins?
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get that bomb to the target, he's going to win.
A good block. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by bad intentions. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Lands the counter. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Halfway through this round. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by El Terrible. Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with these throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is, because you're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight, where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to counter that attack. That punch just close. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counter punch by bad intentions. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action, the kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. He's bleeding from the side of his face there. Holy cow! Right to the body with a counter shot. Well-targeted two-punch combo by El Terrible. block there by El Terrible. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Good-looking two-punch combination there. Halfway through round number 2. Protecting his head well with his guard. And, Teddy, you can start to see that eye starting to swell up.
And right now, what he has to do is go into a defensive mode so it doesn't get hit anymore, doesn't get swollen anymore.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Good block by El Terrible. What a good counterpunch by El Terrible. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Nice block by Bad Intentions. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you see proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
You gotta protect yourself. Keep working the jab.
Blocks away that headshot. Punches in bunches, working well. Good counter punch. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Good way to protect the midsection. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Blocks that punch. Blocks that belt line well.
Double up your jab.
Last 10 seconds of round number 3. That's a good block by Bad Intentions. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Good-looking counterpunch. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by bad intentions.
Up and down, side to side. Let's see some more head movement. Hooked off the jab.
Well, what do they say, Teddy? Something's got to stick. That combination was something.
Well, you know what it was? The first couple punches were throwaway punches, set up the later punches.
And now they're opening up. Both right hands land. Parries that punch intended for the head. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. End of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. There has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Halfway into round number 5 here.
Side to side, move your head.
Good block there by Bad Intentions.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
A good block. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Come on, come on. Keep moving, keep moving.
Fires right back at him. Comes right back at him with a left hand. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Guard up. Step up the punch.
Way to block there. Good block there by Bad Intentions. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Able to cover up that gut.
Keep your distance. You're not focusing. Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Good block there by El Terrible. What a nice combo by El Terrible. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Keep working the punch.
Parries that punch intended for the head. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
Joe, it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
There's the old 1-2. I like the way that jab is doubled up by Bad Intentions. Nice block by El Terrible. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Excellent counterpunch by El Terrible. Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it could change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
Blocks the headshot. There's another left hand from him. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Devastating blow by El Terrible.
Keep your hands up.
Well-placed counter punch by El Terrible. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Good job protecting himself. Good block by El Terrible. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. A nice block by Bad Intentions. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Blocks away that headshot. Showing you some defense there with the block. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. The halfway point of round number 8. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Cover your head. Use the jab. Come on, side to side.
Bad Intentions is just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an x-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym, or what they don't show him.
this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Doubles up the jab. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Way to block there. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Great movement to get away from those punches. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. He's got to know that the eye's getting worse. The swelling is really more pronounced right now, but I don't see any defensive changes.
And you know what? I don't see any urgency either. You just touched on it. I don't see him where he's starting to get to the place where, you know, he's firing at the kind of rate that you would want to see a guy firing back at when he's in such a perilous position right now. He has to know that this fight is close to being stopped. He's got to start acting like a guy that's at the cliff, and he doesn't want to go over that cliff.
Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. Blocks that punch. Good counter punch. Took a shot, now he gives a left. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Able to dismiss it. Well done that time, landing the counter punch.
Get it out, get it out.
Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Good block by Bad Intentions. halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? A good block. And a good counter by El Terrible. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. We can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Gets rid of that effort. Very nice defensive guard there. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle. It continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Goes up top again. Able to dismiss that body shot. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. To another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all. That was off the mark.
Oh, boy, look at this. Right from the get-go, they go after one another.
They remind me of my 15-year-old son going to the dinner table.
That shot unable to land. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Parries that punch intended for the head. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute. Oh, El Terrible's down. Up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Very close fight. Tough to score some of those rounds, but they did. And for that, let's send it up to the ring. He's your winner, and he gets the nod by split decision.
He gets the nod, and I think he gets a gift.
It was a good one indeed. And for Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.